a beautiful breeze blew across my breast, as if to give it final pleasure. Soon to be surrendered to the surgeon, I caressed her softly, bid her farewell, and raised my face to the sun. That was from my first collection, My Pink Ribbons. Good evening. My name is Kate Fox, and I am so honored to be here. I am a mother, a poet, and a almost 4-year breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with ductal carcinoma in situ on July 1st, 2013, and became cancer-free on August 26th of that year. I had 4 surgeries over the course of 2 years, but that's all that I needed. I did not need medication, nor did I need radiation or chemotherapy. I was extremely lucky in the amount of treatment I did not need. I was also blessed in that I was afforded the chance to start living my dreams. I started writing poetry when I was 11 years old. As soon as we learned about it in school, I started writing. Poetry is something that I do naturally, and it has really been my way of journaling since I was young. It's the way I express myself and the way I keep my brain working. When things are good, I write. When things are bad, I write. When something strikes me, I write. When I go for a long period of time, for me anyway, without writing, I give myself assignments so that I can stay in touch with that part of me. Kind of like going to the gym when you're feeling out of shape and you need to work your muscles. My work was published in Great South Bay magazine regularly for 10 years, and my poetry has been featured in the Diversity and Shadow shows at the East End Arts Gallery, as well as their 2014 Winners Show. I have participated in workshops and writers groups for the past 20 years, and have also written essays, speeches, and a couple of news articles, but poetry is my medium. I never truly took a step toward publishing a book, though, until I was diagnosed. I'm not sure why. I don't know if I was afraid or really, maybe I just didn't think that it was something I could accomplish. I had files with manuscripts, or at least files that I put certain poems into that I thought I could make a book. I never did it though. As I went through the process of doctor's appointments and surgeries, I wrote. I always wrote poems. Some of them were so-so. Some of them made me say, wow. But it wasn't until I was preparing for my first breast cancer walk as a survivor that it occurred to me I had enough poems for a book. And it wasn't just a book. It was and is my story. I sent the manuscript to my mentor, who is a wonderful woman, and she supported me throughout the years. She's an accomplished poet and a professor, and she called me almost immediately and told me I had to share my words. She gave me the names of a few publishers and told me that I had to get my story out there. I sent my book to the publisher she felt would best suit me, and within a week, Local Gems Press told me they loved my book and wanted to publish it. And from that day, I had both a professional relationship and a friendship that has grown beyond what I could have imagined. I have been told that My Pink Ribbons and Hope are relevant pieces of work that can offer comfort to those who are going through the cancer process, regardless of the personal situation. By giving them a glimpse of my journey, I hope perhaps they can find solace as they move through their own. I also hope to educate the non-cancer community, as the feedback from that group has been wonderful as well. Those 2 books have also given me the courage, or the ego, I'm not sure which, to do many things that have absolutely nothing to do with cancer and nothing to do with writing, but they do have to do with me and my life. Through both my diagnosis and writing, I have gained even more than I could ever have imagined. Not only do I have 3 more books coming out over the course of the next year, including my final cancer book, I now host a monthly poetry reading for my publisher at Barnes & Noble East Northport, which Rita mentioned, and I've also started to mentor a couple of younger poets. I have conducted a workshop on healing through writing, which thrills me with what you've done, and you know that I'm going to be involved with you as well. I just went off my speech, so it's allowed me to share my own words, but it's also given me the chance to help others find their own voice. I've also recently been asked to review a poetry collection for a publication, which is completely out of my comfort zone, but I'm out there. I do write, and I have finally been able to tell people without flinching or apologizing in some way that I am a poet. Through my writing, I have fallen into a multitude of different roles, including hosting my own internet shows, hosting a radio show, and covering various events on camera, and being given the chance to speak to wonderful people like you. Oh. I have managed a recording artist, and now I'm also a member of the music industry. I am always writing, but I continue to pursue and promote other work because not one of us is only about cancer or one individual thing. Regardless of the extent it has affected our lives, each of us is also an individual in our own right, with dreams and hopes that focus on normal things, even after cancer has become a part of our normal. We are also only not one person, one role, one anything. And even if you've never had cancer, there is something, I'm sure, that has affected you in a way you didn't expect. Something that you need to get through or get over. Something you need to find a way to share, even if you're not comfortable with it. For me, my way of getting through it is, of course, writing. The recognition is nice. It does feed the ego. The process, though, is most important. Every day I encounter people who wish to express themselves, but who are unsure how to do it. I encourage each and every one, and honestly, each and every one of you, to write. Whether it's a word, a poem, an essay, a journal, anything, because we need to express ourselves and what we're feeling. Yes, I had cancer, but I like to say and try to impart to my children, sometimes adversity isn't. Every day something wonderful happens to me. I may not see the good at first, but there is always something. The best part of my experience is that it has afforded me the chance not only to meet wonderful people, but to live my dreams and discover new ones every single day. I'd like to share this poem from my second book, Hope, with you. Dreams. The best dreams are those that happen while you're awake, those that carry your hope and hold your faith. You don't have to chase them, they are always inside, sparkling in the darkness and shining in light. It has been an honor to be here with you tonight. Thank you.